The Trial of the Chicago 7 is Aaron Sorkin's new movie that is coming out on Netflix next week. In this film is about 7 people that are stemming from charges from an uprising that happened at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago in 1968. Now, if you know me, you know that I love movies that are based off real events that are made well. Movies that aren't made well sometimes come off as gross, like they're a cash grab off of some horrific event. I think if it's made well and it does justice to the event and brings maybe awareness to it or anything of that nature, I think it's fucking great. Because if it's a fascinating story, why not tell it? Movies like that, I can think of recent memory, or like The Social Network, The Big Short. And I'm here to say, I think The Trial of the Chicago 7 is one of those great movies that are based off true events. I really love this movie. I thought it was fascinating, it was powerful, it was emotional, extremely well made, so let's get into it. This movie is written so well, and I'm not surprised it's Aaron Sorkin, one of the best writers in Hollywood history. The script for this movie is so tight. Every scene is just written so fucking well that you're interested, you're invested, you understand what's going on, and never a scene feels boring. And it seems like each scene builds off each other well. If you look at the storyboard, or maybe how this movie's structured, and if it's not written well and it's not directed well, this movie could have been so boring. But Aaron Sorkin pulled it off. He directed this movie so well and wrote it so well that it was never boring. And whoever edited did a fucking great job. The sequences and how it's structured keeps you so engaged. They had a terrific idea where the movie's basically gonna be the trial and on. And during the trial, they will go back to some events that happened at the convention. Now, if you're me and you don't know anything about what happened at the convention, like me, I didn't know shit, you're going to be shocked by some of the things that happen. And with the trial, I didn't know anything about the trial. They unfold these facts in such an organic way that you feel like you're watching this trial actually happen. And the shocking moments are so shocking. The moments where you learn new things about characters or the event, it really feels real. That wouldn't happen without the great script, the great directing, and the great editing. It is structured so masterfully. The performances in this movie are fucking great. Everyone does a great job. No one does a bad job. No one does a good job. Everyone does a great job. Everyone's on their A game here. Eddie Redmayne and Joseph Gordon-Levitt are fucking great in this movie, but the two standouts are Mark Rylance and Sacha Baron Cohen. Those two steal every scene they're in. All the characters have great chemistry with each other, and that has to do with the script and the directing and everything, but they work really well together. That you get very emotionally attached to these characters and the whole event. That when these powerful moments happen, you really feel them. You get angry. You are shocked. There are some shocking ass moments in this movie that made my jaw drop. You really, really just get so invested with this trial. And it has to do with how well this movie is structured, how well it's made. I really can't knock anything off for this movie. It was fucking great. Now, I will never bring politics onto this channel. I just never will. It's just a shitty topic to talk about. People are actually affected by it, and it just sucks to talk about. I just never want to talk about politics on this channel. But the reason I bring that up is because when you see this movie, you'll see it's very politically driven, and it might sway people's opinions. I'm just saying this. I went in this movie with no political reviews. I just wanted to review this movie as a film. Was I invested? Was it great filmmaking? Did I like the characters? All that shit. And yes, it did all those things. I'm keeping all the political shit aside. This was just a great film. I just gotta be honest. I reviewed this movie as a film. That's it. In the end, though, I absolutely loved The Trial of Chicago 7. From a directing, editing, and writing standpoint, it is masterfully structured. I think that the script is so tight and just so fucking great that every scene is so investing and interesting. The performances are amazing. You're going to be moved by this movie. You're going to laugh. There's going to be parts where you're going to be angry. You're just going to get wrapped up in the emotion behind everything that is going on. I was hooked from the beginning, and it had a great ending with a great payoff. This movie was great, and it's been a weird year for movies. It's been really weird. I know there hasn't been that many movies out. 2020's been weird, but I finally find a movie that I absolutely adore. I'm going to give The Trial of the Chicago 7 10 Davy Daves.
It's over! It's over!
My first 10 of the year. And hopefully there's a few more. There's 2 months left in the year. I just don't know what other movies are coming out. I feel like everything's getting pushed back, which is understandable, but I just wish there was some way, like IMDb did a better job of knowing when movies are coming out on like Netflix. Because I don't think this was listed as coming out on Netflix next week. I don't think Hubie Halloween was either. So I don't know. I feel like there should be a better app or something. Maybe I can make that, you know? But yes, if you love Aaron Sorkin's work and you just love a good movie about a true life event, go see it this weekend. It's probably a theater around you, but if you want to wait, it's on Netflix next week. That's totally fine too. But I'm just saying it's worth seeing in theaters for sure. So, The Trial of the Chicago 7. Let me know what you guys think when you finally see it. Thank you so much for watching. Click here to see more of Davey Dave's Takes.